Does this sign indicate a stopping area in front of a railway crossing? The answer is yes. In the presented situation, are you obliged to signal the fact that you have parked a broken-down car on a road which is not an express road, if the car may be seen from a sufficient distance? The answer is no. Intending to turn right in this situation, do you have the right of way over the pedestrian? The answer is yes. On a road, once you go past this sign, can you perform a reverse maneuver? The answer is yes. Are you allowed to park the vehicle beyond this sign if you leave enough space for pedestrians and vehicles? The answer is no. In this situation, in conditions of significant speed reduction on the roadway, are you obliged to allow the trailer truck to enter the lane? The answer is yes. Does this sign warn you that you are approaching an intersection with a road with right of way? The answer is no. Can you continue overtaking in this situation? The answer is yes. Do these white reflective road studs placed on the right side on the dashed line divide the lanes in this situation? The answer is yes. Are you allowed to overtake the vehicle on the right at the nearest bend? The answer is no. Can you overtake the vehicle in front of you in this situation? The answer is no. You intend to turn right at the nearest intersection in the situation presented. Do you have to yield the right of way to cyclists from the opposite direction turning left? The answer is no. Are you allowed to overtake the emergency vehicle beyond this sign? The answer is yes. You are driving a lorry of gross vehicle weight rating not exceeding 3.5 tons. Are you allowed in this situation to overtake the passenger car? The answer is yes. Is the driver in the right lane obliged to allow the vehicle in front of you to change lanes at this point? The answer is no. Are you performing an evasive maneuver when driving past the cyclist? The answer is no. Does this road marking designate an area which is excluded from traffic? The answer is no. On a road marked this way, are you obliged to give the right of way to the pedestrian in all circumstances? The answer is no. You intend to turn right at the visible intersection. Are you therefore obliged to yield the right of way to vehicles approaching from the left? The answer is no. Does the prohibition expressed by this sign apply beyond the nearest intersection? The answer is no. At what speed may one drive on a single carriageway road marked as such? 140 km per hour, 100 km per hour, 120 km per hour. 100 km per hour. What might be the result of too strong braking of a passenger car not fitted with the ABS? Shortening of the braking distance by at least half. Losing steerability. Damaging the brakes. Losing steerability. What requirements must you fulfill to reclaim your right to drive a vehicle that has been revoked for exceeding the speed limit by more than 50 km per hour in a built-up area? You must complete a supplementary training course in the field of road accidents. You are obliged to meet all the requirements imposed on a first-time applicant for a driving license. You should attend a training course on road risks. You are obliged to meet all the requirements imposed on a first-time applicant for a driving license. A police officer will retain a driver's license subject to a receipt upon detection of an act of driving at a speed exceeding the permitted 50 km per hour in a built-up area. Driving at a speed exceeding the permitted speed by more than 50 km per hour in a built-up area. Driving at a speed exceeding the permitted 50 km per hour outside a built-up area. Driving at a speed exceeding the permitted speed by more than 50 km per hour in a built-up area. Which of the following faults precludes the car from being safely used on the road? Contaminated air filter insert. Heating up electrodes of spark plugs. Burnt out light bulb of the left rear indicator. Burnt out light bulb of the left rear indicator. What decision will the starost take if you have been stopped for inspection while driving despite the extension of your driving license to 6 months for exceeding the speed limit by more than 50 km per hour in a built-up area? The starost will extend the retention period by a further 3 months. The starost will extend the retention period by a further 4 months. The starost will revoke your right to drive. The starost will revoke your right to drive. For which road traffic violation will a police officer withhold a driving license? For circumventing a vehicle in violation of the double continuous line. For driving a vehicle at a speed exceeding the speed limit by more than 50 km per hour outside a built-up area. For driving a vehicle at a speed exceeding the speed limit by more than 50 km per hour in a built-up area. For driving a vehicle at a speed exceeding the speed limit by more than 50 km per hour in a built-up area. Which of the following emergency braking techniques should be applied in a passenger car fitted with ABS? Quickly and firmly depress the brake pedal. Smoothly depress the brake pedal, gradually increasing the pressure until the ABS activates. Pump the brake. Quickly and firmly depress the brake pedal. Which of the following combination vehicles can you drive if you have a B-category driving license? A truck with gross vehicle weight of 2.5 t with a light trailer. A farm tractor with 2 trailers. A passenger car with a trailer, as long as their gross vehicle weight amounts to up to 4.5 t. A truck with gross vehicle weight of 2.5 t with a light trailer. Which of the control lights in the illustration informs you that the dipped headlights are turned on? A, B, C. C. Which of the following actions should be taken when the operating ABS pushes out the brake pedal while braking? Sustain the pressure on the brake pedal. Decrease the pressure on the brake pedal. Release the brake pedal. Sustain the pressure on the brake pedal. What is the function of the anti-lock braking system, ABS, applied in cars? It helps to change the course of driving while braking. It shortens braking distance in all conditions. It prevents the loss of the drive wheel grip while accelerating. It helps to change the course of driving while braking.